defending Breeders' Cup Classic winner, Sierra Leone, just got back from the track. Chad, as you watch him in preparation for his final start, what are you looking for and what's going through your mind?
Yeah, just consistent, good, solid, normal training from him. He's at his par. I mean, he's a beautiful mover. He's been so consistent his whole career. Just bring him happy and healthy, and right now I just love where he's at.
As far as spacing of his races, he's coming in about the same way he did last year, but what is, if anything, is different?
I wouldn't say there's much different. Honestly, he's coming in as good as last year. His last work was as good as I've seen all year from him. As you saw him just train, he's shining, and it's just a picture of health right now, which you'd love to see as a trainer going into a big race. And I love the way he's moving. He's switching his leads perfect. He's nice and straight, and he's just a consummate professional, this horse, really.
Also, in the starting gate for the Classic, contrary thinking, what went into the decision to enter him?
Just to, establish a fair and honest pace. Maybe get the field, really. The main objective is get the field to just maybe string out just a touch to give everyone in the race a fair shot to pick their lane where they want to be instead of being a bit bunched up. And look, if nobody goes with the horse, I think the horse has a lot of ability. The last couple of times it didn't work out for him. He did miss the break, 2 back. He kind of got rushed up and faded, and then last time it was a messy race. But the horse, when he broke his mane, he had a big figure. He's fast, and this track can carry, and if they totally forget about the horse, he might be able to get a piece of the race. I've had it happen before. I've won races with pacemakers, big races. So he's in there, and I just hope that the field gets, like I said, just strung out just a touch where everyone in the field can get a comfortable lane that they pick.
Those are just 2 of your 7 Breeders' Cup runners. In terms of the filly and mare turf, it's been a lot spoken about the configuration of the race, so I have to believe that you feel for Village Voice, this is what she will shine on.
Yeah, interesting horse because she hadn't run in nearly a year. And then she came back at a Maryland's race and won. That's pretty hard to do. She has a race under her belt. She's definitely going to improve off of it and run faster. Whether it's fast enough to win this race, it remains to be seen. I love the cozy inside draw. Of course, Pratt on her is a huge, huge plus. And she's given a great appearance the last 2 mornings galloping here. So I'm optimistic that she's in the mix.
Redistricting Hill Road in the turf. Obviously, Europeans take center stage in that race, but where do they fit?
Well, Hill Road has a difficult draw outside. He lacks a little bit of turn of foot, so he's going to have to work a trip out from there. That said, he certainly traveled to Del Mar and ran super at long odds, albeit on the dirt last year, so he's familiar with the environment. He's definitely a stayer and get a 1.5 miles. Redistricting is an interesting horse. He's got a much better draw. He was a soundly beaten second to the race favorite, so that's a daunting task. But I feel like this horse is going to prefer this turf better. He likes shortcut turf. Very, very firm turf. You see his best race was at Monmouth this year. I'd say that my experience Del Mar is a bit similar to that course, so I think he can close the gap a little bit. He wouldn't be beaten quite as far on this course, but anything can happen in these big races. There's sometimes you get a great trip and sometimes, favorites get bad trips. So we're in there to see if we can get a piece. It's $5 million, so any piece of that I'll take.
You've got program trading, you've got Chancellor McPatrick, you've got quite the arsenal coming into the Breeders' Cup. But as far as Sierra Leone goes, one last question. With the absence of sovereignty, how does that change things?
Well, obviously you got the race favorite, out now, unfortunately for everyone. I was really looking forward to him running. Not that I'm anxious to take on a horse that's so impressive and so consistent, but the pathway to Horse of the Year is really winning a race with everybody in it. So, and for the fans and everyone involved, and for Bill, as a friend of mine, I feel terrible. I've been in similar situations before in big race days with heavy favorites having to come out. But now with him out of the way, there's plenty of other contenders in there to deal with. So, difficult race. There's still a handful of horses I could see if they ran their best race on Saturday could win, and we're one of them.
No such thing as an easy Breeders' Cup, that's for sure. Best of luck.
Thank you.